It was the hardest ticket to get in these parts in ages, and the folks that are packed into this place are making an impact already. It's Game 3 of the World Series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
Well, when you start the series on the road, obviously you'd love to sweep the first two games, but coming out of there with a split is pretty solid too. Now they come home, they've taken back home field advantage, and we'll see if they can feed off this crowd and take control of this series.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on MLB Network, and we'll have it all for you next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who get the ball here in Game 3. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Andrew Heaney gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, I think he's the kind of guy you always feel confident in to go out there and perform for you. He has great stuff, and beyond that, he knows how to get guys out. That's something some pitchers never really figure out, but he doesn't have that problem most of the time, and I don't expect that to be a problem here either.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And let's take a look at Andrelton Simmons. You can argue this is the best defender in all the sport. Range, first step, quickness, whatever you want to throw out there, this is one of the best in the game.
Leading off tonight for Pittsburgh, center fielder, Christian Drummond.
First pitch on its way. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And we could be in for a cold one tonight. 52 degrees at game time, but should see the 40s before we're through. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A fastball that just misses inside.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Now a swing and a miss on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
In now, Christopher Wiggins. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Back up the middle. Rutledge is there. And now a jump throw against his body. Throw got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Into the box, Tyler Wiggins. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. High and deep to right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. Now the Angels will get their first crack at it. No score. Well, here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, the key in this one for this lineup is they got to stay staunch in the middle of the plate. They can't start swinging at everything, or this guy will abuse them. He'll start flipping up the rosin bag. They have to sit over those 17 inches and hold to that. Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And the average big league shortstop can make every play, but can they make the highlight reel play? In order to do that, you got to be able to put your back foot in the ground and absolutely unload from that 5.5 hole if you're playing shortstop. And that's what this guy does. He brings a different element to the game. He has got an absolute hand cannon.
And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Two balls and a strike to the Angels leadoff hitter. The 2-1 home. Bouncer up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So the leadoff hitter reaches with good speed. The two-hole hitter can handle the bat. We'll see if they have a play on here with nobody out.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
Ready now for L.A., Robert Werner, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back. He's set. Here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time. A high fastball is in there.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And perhaps sensing a hit and run may be on, a move to first. And he'll get back in safely.
D-Rock.
1-2 as he chases the slider. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering. Hit the other way out toward right field. Clemente will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Batting third, center fielder, Mike Pittsburgh.
Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. Here's the first pitch to him, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Guerrero, base runner at first with one out. And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. Counts even to Trout, 1-1. Now a throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. The 1-1 home. Strike two swinging. Now a move over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. The 1-2 is taken for ball two.
Well, two straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
The 2-2 is at the knees and called strike three. And with two away, let's give you one more look at the pads these two teams took to get to this game 3 of the World Series. So here's the cleanup hitter, Cole Calhoun. Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike one. A runner on first with two away. And a fastball just a bit high.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch is a low changeup that's laid off.
That's a good but risky take there. On 0-2, some umpires have no problem ringing you up on a pitch that close.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Throws him for strike three, and that retires the side. Angels strand one. Still no score. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Roberto Clemente. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Now here it comes. And he misses again, ball 3.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Batting fifth, second baseman, Randy
Up next for the Buccos, Randy Wiggins. First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a breaking ball.
Ball 1, no strike.
And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Runner's back. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
2-0.
Now a snap move over to first, and the runner back easily. Runners off for second. In there, now the throw. And he is out at second base on a great throw from Wieters.
They're showing they're not afraid to be aggressive on the base paths so far in this one. But we'll see if this caught stealing slows that down a bit. Managers never like to run into out, so they might play it a little safer going forward.
Bases are empty, one man out. Down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. The 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks at bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Scott Gifford. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. In the dirt here. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, he's just lost complete control of the baseball in this inning. 2 walks and now a wild pitch. You know he's talking to himself in his head, and I can't imagine he's saying any real nice things either.
And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Oh, and Upton's throw is right on target. He's out at the plate.
Batting 7th, catcher, Brian Drummond.
Digging in now, Brian Drummond. Here comes the first pitch. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. A couple of walks, but no damage. We'll have more of Game 3 after this message. And now for the Angels, Justin Upton, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. In there, no balls and a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters, now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. The 1-0 home. Very weakly on the ground, but it's foul, strike one. Ball and 2 strikes to the Angels catcher.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound right now. All you have to do is look at the last 4 hitters for evidence. All 4 of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there.
Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. In now is Andrelton Simmons, ripped on the ground at first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We've played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Stepping in, Curtis Wiggins.
Leading off for Pittsburgh, shortstop, Curtis Wiggins.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap. He'll get it into second. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Standing in now, Fred Wiggins. No balls and 1 strike. And he missed. Wiggins on at first, nobody out. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Runner goes for second. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Might have had the hit run on right there because he was definitely moving on the pitch. So he's able to cruise home all the way from first after the guy at the plate does his job and gets good one on a pitch for a double.
Stepping in now, Christian Brummett. He runs up to bunt but can't make contact. That's strike 1.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
He tried the surprise attack there with a bunt with a runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Christopher Wiggins. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. The 1-0 home is in off the plate. Two-0 count. The pitch bounced towards the second baseman. A bare hand by Rutledge in time.
He's been great on the mound up until this inning, and yeah, he and his guys are behind 2-0 now, but if he can seal the leak and hold these guys right here the rest of the way, this is still going to be a start he can be proud of.
Striding in once again, Tyler Wiggins. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. High in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Pittsburgh leads this one 2-0. Leading off the inning, Josh Rutledge, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 delivery. Line towards center field. Brummett is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting ninth, first baseman, Albert Pujols.
And with one away now, we'll see Albert Pujols hit with the bases empty. And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. First delivery to him on the way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. One out, nobody on. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Down the third base, and this will kick off the third base bag. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there. Way to break up the rhythm. That was almost 8 in a row. This guy was starting to get his bearings about him on the mound. Had to break it up.
Digging in to try it again, Vladimir Guerrero. He reached on a single in his first try. Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
2 balls and a strike to count. The 2-1 home. Popped him up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well executed pitch there.
Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. In now, Robert Werner. He'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit. And a reaching effort, but this ball gets by him as he does a half gainer to try to flag it down. And the runner from first comes around to score.
great piece of hitting here. Man on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. Fly ball right down the line in left. Wiggins has a beat on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Angels do get a run in the inning on this RBI double. We're through 3 here in Southern California, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Ready for another chance? Roberto Clemente. He drew a walk his first time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Up around the face. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Upton's under it. He's got it one away.
The batter number 15, second baseman, Randy Wiggins.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Randy Wiggins. The pitch. Here's a ground ball out to the shortstop, Simmons. Fielded cleanly on to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth.
The first baseman, number 12, Scott Gifford.
At the plate, Scott Gifford. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Into the box, Brian Brummett. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. The 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. The 1-2. Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Eddie. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing a single could be all it takes to push a run across.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 1 left for Pittsburgh. They lead it 2-1. So now the Angels cleanup batter, Cole Calhoun, set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Looks like corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Here comes the 0-1. 1 strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. The 1-1. Hot shot on the ground is short, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So it's a good start for the Halos as their leadoff hitter reaches base.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
Here's Justin Upton now, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Calling a strike.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
On to first, and they'll get the hustling Upton. It's a double play.
Wieters.
2 away in the inning now, and here's Matt Wieters. And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Hit hard but fouled off toward the dugout. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 0-2 once more. Is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Angels held in check there. They still trail it here 2-1. So digging in now, Curtis Wiggins.
Leading off for the Pirates, shortstop, Curtis
He's
Wiggins.
ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. And really stretching out the at-bat as he steps out for a second time. And he'll step out for a third time now. Boy, rather indecisive up there. Here's the 0-1. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Into the box now, Fred Wiggins, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. 0-1, here's the pitch. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Wiggins leads off second with nobody out. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Stepping in now, Christian Brummett. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. To short. And that's through. A base hit. Wiggins rounds the corner and is headed home. Oh, and Upton's throw is right on target. He's out at the plate.
Now batting, left fielder,
Digging in once again, Christopher Wiggins. 0 for 2 of the run batted in for him thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. A pitch out. The throw. And try as he might, but he can't escape the tag there, and the inning is over. Bucks go down quietly. They still lead it 2-1. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. The next 0-2. Missed with a slider.
1-2.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. This one's flared toward left center. Wiggins into shallow left. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Standing in now, Josh Rutledge. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at bat. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer at that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. Here's Albert now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And a neck high foul. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. 5th inning. 2-1 our score.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
1-2 pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. They're down 2-1. Digging in to try it again, Christopher Wiggins. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Christopher Wiggins.
First pitch of the at-bat. And No swing, apparently. Ball one.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. And at least he held up. He must have been guessing.
Now a check swing here and a little looper. Werner on the move. One out.
The batter, third baseman, Tyler Wiggins.
Ready once again, Tyler Wiggins. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Couldn't quite time the breaking ball there as this is fouled away off to the right. Strike one.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
A ball and a strike now. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball two. Line towards center field. Trout is there. Two gone.
The right field number 21, Roberto Clemente.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Roberto Clemente. First offering on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down and the inning continues. Didn't waste any time like the first pitch he saw to keep the inning going.
The batter number 15.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now, Randy Wiggins. Pitch out. Nothing doing. The 1-0 is taken. Strike one. There he goes towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Now check swing, but that's in there for strike three anyway, and the inning is over. Pirates leave one as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Vladimir Guerrero. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 0-1 the count. And it's 1-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Pitch popped up. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he misses inside with that one. Ball one. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here's a look over to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. The 1-1. Takes that one for strike two on the inside corner.
I always felt, though, too, you had to cover away. If a guy's going to bury you in 3 times in a row, you tip your cap and walk back to the dugout, because that's not easy to do.
Nobody out, runner on first. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Now the payoff pitch home. Takes this the other way to right. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
You come right out the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Ready for another chance? Mike Trout, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball.
Well, the Angels have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Flip of his glove for one. On the first, a double play, but meanwhile the run is in that'll tie the ball game.
It certainly looked like they might have had a big inning cooking there with first and third and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
The outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 1-1. Is crushed to straightaway center. No doubt about this one. That ball is gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. His first homer so far in the series, and the Angels move out to a 3-2 lead.
People always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
The batter, left fielder, Upton.
Into the box, Justin Upton. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Into to the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line to the right side. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Now the outfield shifts into a no-doubles defense after getting a sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters, now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. From the belt, kicks and deals. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
2-2 the count. Here now the 2-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. So 2 runs on 4 hits here. No errors and 1 man left on. On to the 7th now in game 3. It's the Angels 3 and the Pirates 2. Back here at Angels Stadium of Anaheim. On to the 7th now in game 3. But before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Ken Monticelli is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Leading off the inning, Scott Gifford, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And now pitch on the way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. The 1-1 misses for the second ball. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Looks at a fastball low here, and it's full 3-2.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a fastball chopped foul at the plate. It's strike 1. Liner in there for a base hit.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game open.
Into the box now, Curtis Wiggins.
Nope, that's a ball.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Runners off for second. Back up the middle. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Brent Wiggins.
Ready for another shot now, Fred Wiggins, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Mark Wiggins will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 19, Mark Wiggins.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And there's ball one. Wiggins is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at.
And in today's game, Matty, this is such a lost art. I know you love this one. Guy dropping a drag bunt down for a knock, putting him up, putting him down, getting down the first base line. Definitely sets the tone for the team.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Drilled on the ground to short. Simmons has it. Throw over to Pujols at first. Will take care of him to end the inning. 1 left for Pittsburgh. They trail 3-2. Now at the plate, Andrelton Simmons. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Brummett is in pursuit. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit, leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Digging in once again, Josh Rutledge. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now here's the Pirates manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. He'll leave after 6 and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. Nate Jones takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. From the stretch, here's the pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Off is Simmons. The 0-2 home. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Bobby Cox always used to say, I'm going to put you in positions to be successful. Well, against a modern-day bullpen, easier said than done. These guys are throwing flames from all arm angles.
The 2-2. Fouled off.
Get off me, ball. That ball's way too far inside. He's got to step out of the box right now and adjust his batting gloves because he just got stung by a pack of wasps.
There's a drive out toward the alley in right center. Simmons is on his way home. And a relay to the plate. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Here's Albert now. As he'll lift it up in the air, this is back behind second. Wiggins over to his right, 1 out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup now and stepping in, Vladimir Guerrero is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will get foul for strike 2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. Stepping in now, Robert Werner, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Popped up. Gifford calls for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. 7 complete here tonight. It's now 4-2 Halos. Mike Morin has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 64.
Leading off the inning, Christian Brummett, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. 0-1, here's the pitch. Line drive to center field. Trout patrolling center, makes the play, 1 out. 8th inning here from Orange County. Homestanding Angels looking to put the finishing touches on this one as you get a look at our line score. Riding in once again, Christopher Wiggins. First delivery to him on the way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. Back in standing. In now, Tyler Wiggins. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set with the 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball. Wiggins stands at first with 1 out. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runner goes for second. Pitch inside the throw. And in fact, there will be no throw as he loses the handle there on the transfer.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. He cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. And that's going to bring in the run from second to make this a 1-run game now.
Yeah, 1 a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't matter at all. You're just trying to get 1 knock a day. find a couple barrels. He happened to catch his late.
Boy, I tell you what, you're talking about coming at a good time, too. You're having kind of a rough night, last AB. You end up being able to do something positive, not only for yourself, but also helping the team out, too.
Standing in now, Roberto Clemente. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
He's set, and the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Calhoun has a read on it, and that retires the side. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on a couple of hits. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. Angels lead it 4-3. So digging in now, Mike Trout. He was a double play victim last time around. Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. And that's in there for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
I try and tell people all the time, you're facing 90 to 92, 94. You can still see seams. It starts getting above 94. It starts to blur itself a little bit. You start pitching where this guy's at, you're seeing nothing. You're seeing vapor.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Angels center fielder.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Full count still. Fly ball out toward left center field. Brummett over to his right. 1 down.
Right fielder number 56, Calhoun.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. It was a solo shot for him in his last at bat. And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights or it's going to be a tough game.
Ball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. Here's Justin Upton now. And the first pitch misses to him. It's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. Takes this the other way to right. And this is into the alley. Extra bases here for Upton. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. Runner in scoring position with Sergan. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Pittsburgh, number 59, James Fletcher.
And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. From the stretch. Strike one to start the at-bat. Wieters awaits the 0-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Wiggins onto the grass. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And the run is in to score from second. Now a 5-3 game.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher standpoint, Hero. You get the first two out of the inning. The next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your two boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. One in the inning here for the Angels on a couple of hits. On to the 9th now in game 3. The Angels are out in front 5-3. Back now at the Big A as we get a look there at the great city of Los Angeles. 9th inning set to begin. 9th inning save situation now is on to try to close it down as the veteran right-hander Houston Street. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking. Strike 3.
The catcher, number 5, Brian.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Brummett. Here it comes. Hot shot towards the hole. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Into the box, Curtis Wiggins. In the air, down the line in left. Upton's under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Bart Wiggins. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Here's the first pitch to him. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Now a throw over, and he's back in standing. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. The 1-1 home. It is a sinker that misses for a ball. Throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing. Now the 2-1 pitch. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now a move over to first, but the runner's back easily. 45,050 on their feet now at Angel Stadium. Brummett, the runner at first with 2 gone. Here's a look over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. Pittsburgh down to their last strike. Now he tries to hold back on the swing, and the home plate umpire says he did so successfully. It's ball 4.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
So a big moment here in standing in Christian Brummett, but a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. A 1-1 count to the Pirates leadoff hitter.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick, because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. 2 down, runners at first and second. Crowd on its feet. Here's Street to the plate. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Christopher Wiggins would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Into the box now, Christopher Wiggins. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First offering on its way. And there's one that goes about 60 feet 4 inches.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
This is lined into left field, and he delivers a big base hit. 1 run is scored. And a relay home, and he is out at the plate as they cut down the tying run. And this ball game is over. What a finish.
Man, oh man, what an amazing finish. I know it didn't work out, but I applaud them sending the runner right there. They needed a run to tie the game, and it was going to take a great play to get him, but that's just what happened. Wow, that was close, but the 1-run margin stands.
Ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And fellas, When you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And, Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series, while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
Welcome to the show, everyone. Thanks for making us a part of your morning. Let's jump into the latest news from around the Major League Baseball postseason. In Game 3 of the World Series, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim had 12 hits as a team as they sank the visiting Buccos 5-4. They take a 2-1 series lead into Game 4. And that's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow for another postseason recap. Have a great day.